Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And we have a very compelling contest here tonight. Two teams that the committee ranks basically even. The one side gets to enjoy a raucous, rowdy home field advantage. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense. It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Back to throw. It's Owens. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Well, this is the worst thing this offense could imagine, is turning the football over in a playoff game on the road. Already an underdog, and I love the aggressive mindset to put the ball in the air and be confident in who you are, but you just can't turn it over on this big of a stage like that this early in the game.
They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Yellow Jackets are in the red zone. And in first down, right back to the running game. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
I just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to throw. It's Owens. Looking right. This one caught. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Quarterback drops back. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to the left side. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Yellow Jackets looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging. The
catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Remember last time, they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. The junior trying to take his shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, it's Owens. Receiver makes the grab. Gets free now, heads into the secondary. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Texas. No chance to catch him.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Point after, up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And there's the handoff. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Good catch just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. It's a nice play by the quarterback and wide receiver there.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
keeping it on the ground here. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Now it's second down here. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all four quarters, it could get really ugly by the fourth.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
That's an athletic play by the defensive back, playing tight coverage, seeing the ball, and not giving the receiver a chance to get their hands on it.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete. A very quick throw.
Incomplete. Brings up third down.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front. Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Back to pass. It's Owens. Bringing pressure. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running back has it on the screen now. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. He could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Longhorns. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle.
That ties the game at 14.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick this one away.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Play action here on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, how about the defense here? Sitting back in cover 2, taking away anything deep downfield. It puts pressure on the underneath coverage. The linebackers have to have some awareness. This linebacker did a nice job of being able to step up and make that interception.
To the air. It's Owens. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away. Second down and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
They knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Throws it to the right. It's caught downfield. And they're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter.
Georgia Tech, 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can snip it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back, and they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy, and maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. First and long now after the penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Makes the catch. It's Bartlett. And we're able to get him down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. He's got it out of the 25. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Gibson. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass, it's Owens. The pocket breaking down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Launching one to the end zone. Caught near the goal line. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together, they stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Longhorns. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now they get set to kick it away.
14.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. Hit just as he throws the ball. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll hand it off. That one moves the ball across the 40.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Gets rid of it on the move. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
That one hurts, especially as you're trying to close the gap just before halftime.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. And here's the handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble to his left. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? But quickly. He stopped, but he gets a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
To throw, it's Owens. Trying to get the throw off. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the catch and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Longhorns begin a new series here, first and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He's got some room and some blockers here. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Off the play fake on first down. That's a bullet pass to the left side. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Look at this, he'll go deep again. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And the Yellow Jackets will send their punt team onto the field. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Here's the second down play. Looking to pass. It's Owens. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Georgia Tech, 14.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive.
We'll take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made over the middle. Takes a big shot there for the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle is finally made, and the offense will set up now at the 44.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's going to take off here. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
Powering through. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Got space, looking to score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
The team cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Georgia Tech, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the Texas offense will take over. First and 10.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so second and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. To throw, it's Owens. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him, but it's a first down. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43. The Longhorns are looking to keep this drive going. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Texas 42, Georgia Tech 21.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Let's see if he can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Gabe moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Man, how'd you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks now in this game. They cannot seem to stop this pressure from this defense.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to take another shot right here. And he throws his third interception of the day. Can he take it all the way? Now the 40. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Looking for the wideout. Makes the grab on the move. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Scanning the field. It's Owens. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 42, Georgia Tech 21.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up, second and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They break the huddle for third down and goal, and they punch it in from the 1. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Touchdown, Texas. And this one is getting ugly.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On first down, it's play action. And they heave it deep downfield. It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a 4th interception in this game. Second down now.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for it.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Second down play coming up. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw.
He's going for a big play downfield. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. And the offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. Dropping back, it's Owens. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Get set, get set.
Play action here on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him.
Will he score here? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. You can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Bringing pressure. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Throws to the tight end. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire.
It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
He slings this one deep down the left side. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Back to throw. It's Owens. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff as he tried to work the clock here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. So quickly all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from their 25. The pass, and he lofts one deep over the middle. Oh, almost another interception. Can you believe it? He's going to bring up third down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a...
He's looking deep here. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the beatdown continues.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Texas 56, Georgia Tech 28.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kickoff.
And the kickoff will be returned. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attack.
The ball is picked off. It's a fumble. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Launching it downfield. And it's complete downfield. A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Looking to throw it on first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Across the 40. Inside the 20. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
So they'll try to add your lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
63, Georgia Tech, 28.
Returner looking to create better field position. It's a fumble. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Georgia Tech, 28.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick it off.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And they'll finally bring him down. A big gain there to end the game, but he stopped short and the clock will run out. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.